Good morning, guys, and happy Sunday to all of our sunshiny faces. I have got grocery hauls for you guys today. We stopped at 4 places, so I have 4 hauls for you guys. I did wind up going to Walgreens just so that I could use up my register award that I ended up earning from last week. I don't like sitting on them, so if I can ever find a deal on something, I will just go ahead and use it up. So that's what I ended up doing. I just rolled it into one pretty good sale actually they had going on, and then one of the drink deals that actually runs through the end of the month, so that's why I already did it earlier in the week, but again, I'll explain it with you guys. I also picked up, I got everything but one item at Jewel. They didn't have their Signature Select ice cream. It was on sale for $3.50 I think, but I had a $1 off coupon. The coupon was only on 2 varieties of their ice cream, and I couldn't find either of them. It was like a Dolce ice cream or something like that. I couldn't find that anywhere, so I was like, well, I'll get it, and again, just use the coupon, whatever. But it was like only when it shows like available products, you know, for this coupon or whatever, it was only with that kind and one other one. I can't remember what it was, but I couldn't find it, so I was like, okay, never mind, we're just not gonna get it. So that was the only thing I didn't pick up at Jewel, but I think I got everything from everywhere else except at Aldi. They were supposed to have the thin sliced chicken breast 3-pound frozen bag on sale for like $6 and some change. It would have made it about $2 and like 20 something cents per pound. Now, I planned on doing chicken breast for dinner tonight, and they didn't end up having, like I said, I couldn't find it in the like frozen. It was like a Tyson frozen bag. It was like part of their like Aldi finds or whatever, so it's not something they carry normally. Completely out. I couldn't, or they didn't have it at all because I couldn't find a tag or anything. So didn't end up getting that, but because I was doing it for dinner tonight and we didn't end up getting it, I had to buy chicken tenderloins, which I didn't pay much more for the package, but I got only about a little under 2 pounds. It was $4.79 per pound, which is almost $5 a pound, which is crazy. So I only ended up paying about like a little under $9. But I got a tiny package, and with the chicken breast, what I had actually planned on doing was I was going to use it for like 2 dinners, so I was going to probably do like 1.5 pounds of the chicken breast for dinner tonight, and then do it again at a future point, like 2 different times that we could grill, instead of using the full 3-pound bags. So that's what I was going to do, and I was like, oh well, you know, like $6, whatever, that's not that bad, and you know, again, I can plan on doing it, you know, using it for another meal. But I paid $8 something for one dinner for tonight, but again, I didn't have anything else, and I was like, I've done brats already, we're gonna do hamburgers tomorrow. I did pork chops, we have the ribs, but a long story with the ribs. And ribs aren't like something that's like for a full meal. I feel like it's something that you sort of sometimes pair with something else, and I did the shrimp already, so I was like, I'm out of ideas. I was like, I sort of have to do chicken breast, and they didn't have any other like they did have thin sliced chicken breast that actually was a little bit cheaper, but they didn't have any at Aldi, so I wasn't able to get, they didn't have the packages, so I wasn't able to do that. I think it was a little cheaper, like 3 something per pound, and I wasn't going to do the giant chicken breast, which again too, I didn't really even see those, so I was like, I'll just do the chicken tenderloins, because at least if I'm going to be paying for it, which I have to, you know, like, and sort of more money, at least I know that it's just something easy that I can do. I'll just marinate it and then just throw them on the skewers, and then we'll just grill them for dinner. So that's, like I said, sort of what my plan is. Again, not the way I planned it out, and I did end up paying a little bit more, but it still beats going and having to again do pizzas for dinner tonight or something, because I didn't have a plan other than that for dinner. And like I said, I didn't really know what else I wanted to do as far as grilling goes. So you know, and I didn't want to buy steaks either, because that was the other thing. I was like, well, we could do steaks this weekend, and then I was like, but if I do like, you know, like dinners each night, then like it's not really, I don't know, like, you know, grilling dinners each night, it's sort of like a nice, you know, I don't know, like a bunch of different sort of things, variety versus like, I don't know, quality, I guess, like in doing steaks. So that's why I was like, well, we won't do that, and like I said, I'll just do, you know, like I said, the other stuff I had planned. And so that's why, again, it ended up changing a little bit, because you know, I could have done that, you know, but they didn't have steaks really on sale at Aldi either. Like, I would have done it probably Caputo's, I think they had them on sale, or Valley Produce, or Meyer, I think, had T-bone steaks. But again, I would have ended up also paying more for that, but the chicken breast was still cheaper. It's just $5 a pound is almost ridiculous. So anyways, I'll share with you guys what we ended up doing at Jewel, Walgreens, Jewel, Menards, and Aldi for my hauls for today. Alright guys, so this was what I ended up picking up at Walgreens. I picked up these 3 items. I ended up paying 99 cents plus tax for these items. I did use a $4 register award, like I said. The $4 register award I earned on Thursday when we went grocery shopping, and again, I don't like having those, and because of the weird sort of computer where if I try and use it with anything that I'm buying that has coupons, it takes the computer just a really long time to process, and so I just, again, to save time sort of too, I try and roll it onto something where it's like, you know, just a non-couponing deal. So they did have, starting today, because I realized when I actually got into the store, I was like, oh yeah, today's Sunday. They do have the Arm & Hammer, the Arm & Hammer bottles, the packs, and then also too, like their fresh scent beads or whatever. They're on sale for $1.99, again, depending on the size and stuff like that. I got the bottle that was 33.5 ounces. I don't know the size of the other stuff, but I ended up picking that up. Like I said, they're on sale for $1.99. Now they're normally $7.49, so they're expensive, but on sale, again, that's a pretty good sale. And since I was rolling my register award and just to use it up on a good deal, I went ahead and picked that up. I also got these Bai antioxidant infusion drinks. They're on sale $3 when you buy 2, or $3, you know, for 2, so $1.50 each. And that's actually a pretty good price. A lot of times I used to always find them for like $5 for 3, which is like $1.66 each, so a little bit cheaper than that. It's actually, you know, pretty good deal. And I haven't gotten deals on these in a long time, but I love these, so I went ahead and picked up those 2 as well. And like I said, I only paid 99 cents because I just rolled that register award, so that's what I ended up doing at Walgreens. So like I said, I paid 99 cents. I used the $4 register award, but I did wind up saving $10.50, so it was a good way to roll this, you know, again, to just use up the register awards, because a laundry detergent is a pretty good price. I did want to get the scent beads, but I didn't see at that particular store them being tagged. I do plan on sort of doing a similar thing sort of next week, because I think I'm going to do 2 deals and get 2 register awards back, and if I do wind up doing that, then I'll probably roll it onto some type of deal with like the OxyClean. I was going to also get, instead of actually the Arm & Hammer, instead of getting that, I was going to get the Arnold Palmer's. They're on sale $2 for 3, or like, I don't know what that is, 60 something or 70 something cents, 60 something, yeah, somewhere around there cents each. And so I was going to do that and then do those with the drinks, but I didn't have any more of those in the store, so I just went, okay, we'll just get some laundry detergent so I can use that up. So like I said, I do have sort of a scenario a little bit figured for next week as well for Walgreens, but I'll share that with you guys obviously next week. But today is like the first day of these sales, so that's what I did at Walgreens. This was what we ended up picking up at Jewel. Like I said, they ended up not having the ice cream. That was the only thing I didn't end up getting, but after tax was $34.04. And like I said, the only thing we didn't get was the ice cream. They also too, I wanted to get, instead of the Swedish fish, I actually wanted to get the Sour Patch Kids, but they didn't end up having those. The sale that was going on, so they didn't have any of those left, so I just went with the Swedish fish. So that was the only like substitute, I guess, sort of, that I ended up making. So like I said, that was what we ended up paying, but we saved $55.06 for all these items, which was pretty good. So to start off with, this La Brea bakery, like this take and bake French baguette, these are on sale for $2.50. However, there is a $1 off coupon, so that made these just $1.50. They also had like focaccia rolls, which I wanted to get. They didn't have those that I could find, so I went with the French baguette. They have a couple ones that are on sale this week, so I went ahead and did that. They also had the Swedish fish, or the Sour Patch Kids, or I think it was also the Trident gum. It was on sale 88 cents, and it was a limited 3, so I was going to get 2 of those and 1 Swedish fish, but again, didn't have any of the Sour Patch Kids, so I just went and picked up 3 of these for 88 cents. cents each. Then the deal with these Power Crunch bars, these are on sale $5 for 4. However, there's a $2 off of 4 coupon, so when you wind up using that, you pay just $3 for 4 or 75 cents each, which was pretty good. Also to these the Signature Select like dill pickles, the slicer kind, these were on sale for $1.99 and there was a 50-cent off coupon, so that was just $1.49, which I love these on burgers, which again we're doing tomorrow. And so I've been having some of my burgers though anyway, but I love having these like the slicer kind, and Aldi does have some, but I figured this was actually probably cheaper than Aldi's price or around the same price, so I went ahead and picked those up. And then they also had the Colgate Optic White like the mouthwash. This was on sale for $3.99. There was a $3 off coupon. It was just 99 cents. The Powerades, these were on sale for 89 cents. However, there was a coupon. I believe I want to say it was $1 off of 5 or $2 off of 5, something like that. But it did wind up making these 69 cents each. So it was $1 off 5. So like I said, we paid 69 cents for each of these with buying 5. So we picked those up. They also had the Jack's Link beef jerky, the 8-ounce package or half pound, $4.99 after Just For You coupon. That was like advertised along with the Cheetos as well. That was $2.22 for, you know, a package of Cheetos, and that was just like the personalized sort of price with the coupon. And then also to the Bomb Pops, those were $2.49 with the, like I said, Just For You price. That makes it like the, you know, like the sale price or whatever. So I don't know how much, like I said, it takes off based on like what the sale is versus how much the coupon takes off, but it does make it $2.49. Then they also too, which I was going to use this for the chicken breast or chicken tenderloins, this was on sale for $2.50. There was a $1 off coupon, so I paid $1.50 for it. Not too bad. And again, I was sort of needed to use that anyway for today. Then the strawberries, they had either the 2-ounce or 2-pound package or the 1-pound package were on sale for 99 cents, or the 2-pound was on sale for $1.98. Basically makes it the exact same, which is 99 cents per pound. So I just went ahead and picked up 2 2-pound packages instead of buying 4, you know, 1-pound packages, because that's what I was going to do. Then they had Honeycrisp apples on sale for 99 cents a pound. We got almost 5 pounds. It was $4.80. So that was everything we ended up picking up from Jewel. Over here, this was what we ended up picking up from Menards. Now we did wind up also picking up, they had like edging on sale, that would be $2.99 after rebate, and then also to mulch, because we needed that for our the last vegetable garden bed, or second to last I guess, that we're putting in. We need a bag and a half to finish an entire bed, so I bought 2 bags and we should have a half the bag left over, and then we just need to buy 1 more for the final bed. That was what we ended up buying. So in total for those items we paid $28.29 after I used a $15.75 rebate. However, because of the price of those items, and those weren't like in the grocery budget, like we didn't figure that like extra sort of 20 bucks for that. But these items, after that rebate that I ended up using, we really only paid 8 bucks for. But I compared the price per bag basically on the like freezer, the quart size ones and the sandwich bags, because they also too have the gallon size ones on sale. But I figured that for some reason Walmart's price is actually, if you buy like the 100 count or something like that, it does boil down to being a little bit cheaper per bag than doing this deal at Menards. So that's why I went ahead and didn't pick those up, because I can just buy that from Walmart instead. So what I did do though, like I said, was the quart size ones, which were 192 bags, and the sandwich bags, which were 460 bags. Now, I did this deal, I want to say it was last year or maybe even 2 years ago. We are finally on the last like package of sandwich bags. We don't go through sandwich bags very quickly. We have reusable ones as well. So like I said, if we have the option, normally we're using the reusable ones. The only time that I really use freezer bags though is when I'm making freezer dinners. So I do go through those a little bit more often, but at the same time too, like I said, I think I just had to start buying some at Aldi like within the last like maybe 2 months or 3 months or something like that. So these actually pretty much last us the entire year, which is nice. But again, the gallon size ones for some reason were cheaper. Like that was the only one that boiled down to being cheaper per bag at Walmart. So that's why I didn't end up picking those ones up. but they are on sale for $9.88, or normal price, I think. But with the 11% rebate, I believe it makes them like $7.99 or something like that. So about $8. But like I said, when I compared that price and everything like that, and knowing how long these last, I didn't mind paying that and then using the what's it called, the you know, the rebate that I gotten back before, and then just using it in this to cover some of that out-of-pocket cost, and then getting these, like I said, that we'll hopefully have for the rest of the year at least. Then I also found these, which again, I'm trying to reduce our plastic as much as possible, and like, you know, like tin foil, you know, like plastic wrap, that kind of stuff. Freezer bags too, like the sandwich bags, again, like for sandwiches and stuff like that, I always have people use the reusable ones and we just wash them. But again, for some other things, like sometimes we wind up again using sandwich bags, so it's not something we actually go through that often. And you know, like I said, we use the reusable ones, and so this I thought was really cool. So again, this ends up taking the place of like plastic wrap or tin foil, and again too, like even the smaller ones on here can fit like glasses and stuff like that, which again is really useful for throwing something in the fridge that you didn't wind up finishing. Or also too, like if I'm making something in like a mixing bowl or something like that, and then I'm like, okay, now I have to transfer it to like a Tupperware container or something like that, because you know I don't have a lid for, you know, like the mixing bowl or whatever. You can use this, and then you don't have to dirty a whole separate thing of Tupperware then on top of it or whatever. So I actually think, like I said, as long as the quality is pretty good and I like them, I might pick up another pack as well next week, because like I also have too some little like I don't use up a whole can of what's it called, like black beans, for example, when I'm using like cooking something small for myself. So I do have some like little can covers actually, but I thought that this would be like perfect again too, like the smaller size ones should work. They even show like you can use like a whole like watermelon, a half watermelon, or like a cantaloupe. And on top of that too, like if you were like, I put something in a Tupperware and realized the lid doesn't fit or whatever because it was the wrong one, or you know, whatever that might be, you can always again just throw this on there instead of having to use plastic wrap or whatever. And then too, it also says it's dishwasher safe, oven safe, and microwave safe. So like too, if you were like, I need to steam something or warm it up, whatever, you most likely could, I think, use these as well, which is pretty cool. So like I said, they're, you know, as long as I like them, we might pick up another pack as well next week. But these were $3.99 after rebate. So in total, we only ended up paying, like I said, about maybe around $10 in total for these items. You know, after the rebate, but with including the mulch that we got and the edging, we should get almost $5 back. It was like $4 something. So of the $15 rebate that I used, we'll still be getting a good portion of that back as well. Then over here, this was what we ended up picking up at Aldi. Now we ended up paying $54.01 for these items, but again, okay, minus the chicken breast, the other deals that were going on were actually not too bad, like as far as meat goes. So that's why I did wind up buying sort of a lot of meat, but like the 5-pound thing of ground beef is actually a pretty good price, so I wasn't too upset about buying that and paying for that. But what we did wind up getting was, like I said, the chicken tenderloin. You guys can see on there, that is the ridiculous price that I ended up having to pay, but that is going to be dinner for tonight. And then we also ended up picking up the ground beef, which the 5-pound thing was $7.45, which I believe was $2.25 or 29 cents or something like that per pound, which is actually pretty good. Normally under $2.50. Normally the less lean is obviously going to be cheaper, so like anywhere between $1.99 to like $2.50 right now is sort of a good price for ground beef. Surprisingly, again, ground beef has been ridiculously, sort of not ridiculously cheap, but like I've seen it sometimes be where it's like $3.99, you know, or $2.99 a pound. Even for like the not so lean stuff, like even at Aldi, like back again a couple of years ago. So whenever I saw like $1.99 for ground beef, I was like, that's pretty good. Even again, this price is still pretty, like I said, good price. And the brats, which are like 45.6 ounces or almost 3 pounds, those are on sale for $6.99 at Aldi, and it has 12 links. I normally wind up splitting it and doing 4, so I make 3 packages of 4 and freeze those. That's what we did for dinner on Friday night. So again, those, like, you know, I have, I think, 1 package left in the freezer, so I should have 4, and again, we can do those on the weekends for grilling and stuff like that as well. So I like that price on those for $7. It's pretty good. We also got avocados. I finally figured out our Aldi actually had moved the avocados. They used to be in a different spot, and that's why when I went there the last 3 times, I was like, why have they been out every single time? They moved them to a different area in the produce section, and I normally like don't even look in that area of the produce section, but now I figured out that they moved them. So I found them, and I got 4 avocados that were $1.29 each, so I paid $5.16. I also got hash brown patties for myself for breakfast, which were $3.99. We also got just a loaf of white bread, which was 93 cents. And then I also got 2 of my veggie burgers, which I thought Aldi said in the ad they were supposed to be $2.99. Then I looked and they said, oh, normally they're $3.79, but we slashed the price to $3.39. And I was like, but I thought they were $2.99 in the ad. So I picked up a package of the black bean burgers for myself because I have no more like veggie burgers or like the Beyond Burgers or anything like that. I used up the last one last night. So I picked up a package of that because it is a little bit cheaper. So again, I went ahead and got those. And then we also ended up picking up the lettuce, which was $1.59. We got trash bags, which again, that's one of those we buy maybe once a month. But we were out, so that was a little bit expensive. But those were $7.49. We also got green grapes, which were 95 cents a pound. We got almost 2 pounds, or I'm sorry, not green, red grapes. They were $1.62. Bananas, which were 58 cents a pound. We got a little over 2.5 pounds, $1.60 for those. And then like I said too, the meat deals that we ended up doing. So in total for the meat too, like we ended up sort of paying probably over 20 bucks. You know, it was like 25, close to that. Of that money, it was like half of it. But again too, this is all stuff that like I'm going to freeze. We're going to use at a, you know, later point. It's not something I needed for this week, but because the prices were so good because of 4th of July, it's sort of like I had to pick up, like I said, those things. And again too, even if I hadn't gotten this chicken, I would have gotten again the other chicken, which would have only been about $2 or so cheaper. I would have gotten more for my money, but you know, again too, I was looking at around the same price anyway. And like I said too, like having to get the trash bags, like we did do a little stock up, like trash bags, the you know, the freezer bags, you know, that kind of stuff. Like it was a little bit more money than we ended up, you know, like I said, paying this week, but we were a little over budget. I think we were like $240. Normally we try and stay under 200 bucks, but like I said, meat this week too. I also got the pub burgers from Valley Produce, which were on sale 10 for 10. I also too again ended up, you know, getting some like more deluxe brand stuff just because it is 4th of July holiday weekend. Like again, the buns that we got at Meijer, and you know, again, some of the other things that, you know, again, aren't normally stuff that we'd buy, like the cheaper kind at like Aldi or whatever, but because again it was a holiday and I could get them still pretty cheap, I just went ahead and like I said, picked up some of those deals that were going on throughout the week this week, you know, when we went on Thursday and then we went to Meijer on Wednesday or whatever. But overall, normally for a holiday weekend, again, I know that we're probably going to wind up spending a little bit more money, just because again, a lot of times they do have meat sales that go on, and then like to the bomb pops, normally I wouldn't pay that much money either for them, and normally again too, I wouldn't wind up like, you know, like getting something special like that if I saw it on sale or whatever. But because it was 4th of July weekend, it's a nice treat sort of thing, you know, like that's the whole sort of, like I said, deal, like getting some of those extra things just for like, you know, the party aspect of stuff like that. So anyways, I'm gonna get this stuff put away, especially cold and frozen stuff. I thought I'd at least share with you guys the deals that we ended up getting from today. And then too, like I said, we went to, I think, Meijer on Wednesday, and that should be in that vlog, and then to the other grocery stores on Thursday. But from all of those stores, like I said, we were, I think, like right at like $240, something like that. So anyways, I'm gonna get all this stuff put away now. Well guys, I think I'm gonna take a shower and get to bed. We were actually able to get that second to last vegetable garden bed in. We still have one more. We realized actually that we bought more dirt than we needed, so we still have a couple bags left over for the last bed. So now, since we know exactly how much we need, we can just buy the last of what we need for that. We just need 2 more pieces of board, and I think we need to then stain those 2 new ones, and I think there's 2 other ones that we have to stain, and then after that we are done. We can put the very last vegetable garden bed in. I also got the plants planted. I thought that I had 3 tomato cages, and so I bought 3 tomatoes. Turns out I actually had 4. But I found a volunteer tomato plant that was coming up in the one of the other areas of the vegetable garden bed space that we don't have any of the other tomatoes, so I was like, I'll just move it and use that tomato cage. So we'll see if it does well. I don't know how well it'll do on top of that because I moved it now, but I couldn't get a tomato cage in because it was actually growing like in between the lettuce, but I was like, okay, I'll just try and get it out here, and I was able to, but again, we'll have to see if it actually does wind up like doing well and making it, and if we get anything from it. But I do have 4 like tomatoes. Like I said, I only bought 3 of them, but then I have 3 pepper plants, and I also planted those leeks, and I also planted my 2 other herbs that I bought, the sage and the thyme, because a couple of things that I planted from seed looks like it didn't come up. I think it was mainly my mom's tea that she ended up planting, or she wanted to plant, so that was one of those, like, we tried the seeds, they didn't end up working. Again, I don't know if I did anything wrong. I don't know. I would think that they would have come up by now, so that's one thing. But like on top of that too, I don't know if there was anything like that you needed to do specifically with the seeds to get them to come up or whatever. But yeah, since they didn't come in, I just ended up planting, like I said, those 2 herbs in their place. And I'm trying to think what else we did. The only thing we didn't do was get the mulch put on, but we can do that tomorrow. I watered it. I also set my planner up for next week. I'm trying to think too. We did the chicken for dinner tonight, and we ended up doing corn, and we had watermelon, and like I said, I don't know all of what else we ended up doing today, but we couldn't do a whole ton again because my mom was sleeping, but she actually was up a little earlier today. So like around the time we were making dinner, like around 5 o'clock or so. So then my dad was actually putting in that edging that we also bought from Menards today to keep the pea gravel from falling out of the new grilling area that we got done yesterday. And so he was working on that a little bit. And I'm trying to think. I think, like I said, that was pretty much it. We couldn't, again, really do much else today. I watched the Cubs game, and while I was watching the Cubs game as well, I was setting up my planner for next week. So yeah, I'm done with my planner though, guys. It makes me a little sad. Like, I'm always sad when I'm finished off a planner for the whole year. So again, I've got my planner now for this year, and you know, start to this year, and I'm sort of liking it. It's a little bit smaller than the one I've been using, so like the spaces like is a little smaller to like write on. I'll maybe show you guys at a future time like how it is and how it's set up and why I sort of like this one maybe a little bit more than the one I've been using. But anyways, my goal is to hopefully write in it for like set stuff up at least for every like week of, you know, like this year is what my goal would be to get done. So anyways, I will see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.